Building a brand? What am I, Adidas? Hey, welcome back and thanks for joining me. Another Talking Tuesday. This time I'm in the hotel room at the Holiday Inn in the center of Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm on my way to the Easy Riders bike show for the second day. Press pass. Thanks, Easy Riders. And starting tonight, I will be editing a ton of video and photographs. But I wanted to talk about building your brand. Now, before I started trying to market myself as a photographer and try and get into this field, I spent a lot of time thinking, building your brand? I'm not the Kardashians. I'm not Coca-Cola. So the idea of building your brand seemed kind of, well, narcissistic to me. But the truth of the matter is, it's important to build my brand. Anybody who's building a business, anybody who's trying to build a reputation, you're building your brand. Now, I'd love to say that this is what's worked for me, but I don't exactly have a huge, well-known brand yet. Working on it. And this past year, I've seen a lot of doors open up and some opportunities start coming in, and that's the way it really works. It's actually easier to be infamous overnight, but very few people are famous overnight. It takes a lot of work, a lot of effort, and we've talked about this before, but a lot of this has to do with building your brand. Which reminds me, I was at the show yesterday, and one of the guys in the crowd said, "Hey, I was just watching your video last night, and if you're watching again, I'm sorry I wasn't more social." Hey, I'm not super social anyways. I'm awkward. It's not that I don't want to be social. I'm just awkward. But I was really floored and taken back because that's one of the coolest things that's happened in a while. That was awesome. So if you're out there, sorry I didn't really introduce myself. I was floored without actually being on the floor. But thank you for watching. I hope you're still here. And I hope you enjoyed the Easy Riders show. Even my son, who came with me to shoot video, is like, "Hey, you're a celebrity." Well, getting there. Why? Because I'm building my brand, and it's working little by little. We're getting there.
T-shirts and hats are on the way.
T-shirts and hats are on the way. There's a couple things that I'm learning are involved in building my brand. The truth of the matter is, you're creating a brand as soon as you get on social media. Really, you're creating a brand as soon as you start talking to people. It's not always about what you're selling. Your personal brand really reflects more on who you are, what you think, where your stances are. And while most people may never use their personal brand, if you're trying to build a company or build a reputation of any sort, and that's really what it boils down to for me, I'm trying to build a reputation, then your personal brand comes very much into play. For one thing, you can't front. You gotta be honest. You gotta be honest with yourself. You gotta be honest with people you interact with. Honesty is key. It's really easy to see other people creating content and creating photos and video and writing and everything else and want to try and emulate them. And you could certainly take out some of the things that appeal to you from their examples, but you gotta be yourself. As much as I would love to say I'm as well known and popular as Walterific or as entertaining, I'll never be Walterific because that's not who I am. But that doesn't mean I can't build my own brand and be successful at it, because I may not be Walterific or any of the other myriad of people I look up to, but they're not me and they're not you. So if you want to build a brand, be yourself, be honest, have patience. It'll come. Really building a personal brand is no different than just building a reputation. And we all know people who have reputations, for better or for worse. The goal is to have a better one.
Be your hype man. Yeah. What he said.
So we were talking last night about some of the protests and stuff that go on. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun to just start showing up to protests with a sign that says "Me Too," or Jeremy had the idea of "Ditto." We were just talking about the video and having him stand behind me with a sign that just says "Ditto." They don't really have big white sheets of paper and magic markers in hotel rooms. So, Holiday Inn, you may want to consider that, because somebody may want to make a sign that says "Ditto." And a little helpful hint for you, they will probably be upset if you scribble it on towels. But that's what I have for you today. I know it's not exactly motorcycle stuff. Well, it is, because I'm a motorcycle kind of guy, and, well, I'm talking to you. I have to go do motorcycle stuff so I can bring it to the channel, and I will see you shortly. Bye. Oh man, it wasn't even on the whole time.